Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. My name's Eric. Matthew and I greatly appreciate you tuning in today. We're over at our chainsaw building. Matthew's been hard at it, sharpening blades with our BMS250, and I've been doing other things. So hang on just a minute, we'll be right back. Hey guys, appreciate you hanging in there. Today we've been doing maintenance. It's a Friday for us. We got caught up on pretty much what we needed to do. We had one log we was going to saw and hit something nasty in it and messed up a couple of my chainsaws. So Matthew's over here, been sharpening blades, and I've been doing a lot of chainsaw maintenance. But this video is about our Wood Mizer BMS 250. And should you own one? It really depends on how much you saw it. If you're using 10 blades a month, no. If you're using 5-10 blades a week, yeah, you should own one. And I should have bought one many years before I did. I took advantage of the Wood Mizer Resharp for many years while we were basically just mobile milling. And we might use a box a month, you know, maybe. It wasn't that big a deal. Then Matthew and I went really solid, and we were using 2 or 3 boxes a month, and it got to be very cumbersome because I'd have 1 or 2 over there, 1 in the mail, and maybe 1 on the way back, and I'm out of blades, and I called, you know, where they at? Well, just send me another box. Send me another box. Next thing you know, we had a mountain of blades. When we bought this setter, sharpener setter, we got the BMT150 setter. I did not buy another Turbo 7 45,000 saw blade for a year. We had that many.
And over 100.
Yeah, we had well over 100 just in the Turbo 7 45s, not counting the 4 degrees and others, various sizes, which we've gotten rid of all of those. We're down to, I keep 3 blades, a Turbo 7 45, a Turbo 7 55,000s for pine, and a 4 degree for super dry hardwoods. That being white oak, red oak that's dry, not green. Green I'll use a Turbo 7 45. But if it's down and it's dry, hickory, pecan, locust, you're not going to cut those. You can with a Turbo 7, but you're not going to like it. A 4 degree is made for those really super hardwoods, some of your exotic hardwoods. But this video is kind of trying to answer the question, should you own a sharpener and a setter? And that really, like I say, depends on your usage. Maybe you got a lot of people in your area and you want to sharpen for them. You can do that. I personally don't want to sharpen a lot for other people. I got a couple that I will sharpen for. There's some laying here on the floor for one of our local sawyers, and I'll do theirs and a couple other guys, and that's it. I don't take on any more, mainly because I don't have time. And there's a different profit margin in between sawmilling, kiln drying, and motor planing, and then trying to run a sharpening business. I'm not interested in running a sharpening business, but you might. Now there is money in it, especially if you got enough local people that'll bring you their blades and pick up their blades. You don't have to fool with shipping. You don't have to add the $30, $40 return charge from the shipping company. That's what really got me at the end. It was $18 to ship a box over there, and it was $36 to get it shipped back. And it didn't take much when I decided on a piece of paper, wrote down number of blades I was using, cost per shipping, cost for all this. I'm like, man, it's a no-brainer. And the day it showed up, it was delivered by Joe Main himself personally. he happened to be coming this way. He said, I'll just bring it to you. Thanks, sir. Good. Appreciate it. When he showed up, we had over 100 blades dull, ready to be sharpened. And it almost paid for itself the first week sharpening our blades. And we've sharpened many, many hundreds since then. I got 3, yeah, there's 3 grinding wheels up there that just wore out, plus the 4 I keep for the different sizes. We do a 7, turbo 7, 739, 10 degree, and a 4 degree. I don't have any 10s and I don't have 739s, but a couple of guys I sharpen for do.
We have 739, it's 747.
Yeah.
739 is a turbo 7.
Yeah, 747. Turbo 7 is a 739. But I got one guy that keeps 747, so we got a sharpening wheel do his occasionally. But if you want to sit down and do, you know, the nuts and bolts, see if it makes sense, you know, you can figure what you charge per band, how many bands you think you could do for your neighbors, fellow sawyers in the area, and it may work out for you. I mean, if I'd had a local sharpener that could have handled, you know, 15, 20 every week and got them back in a timely fashion, not a month, I might have went longer without sharpening them, but I wouldn't have been into that shipping charge. You know, that adds up real quick when you're doing 4, 5, 6 boxes a month. So anyway, just you do the math, see if it works for you. Now the sharpener is a great tool. I can teach most anybody what they need to know in a short amount of time to do quality work. One thing I recommend, we keep some dye lube. Don't buy red, okay?
No, it looks like a murder scene after a while.
Yeah, don't buy red. Buy blue, because this stuff gets everywhere. It looks like you cut a finger off in here with all the red dye everywhere. But this is a layout dye. You can put it on your teeth and your gullet, and when you make that first pass through there, you'll know if you're getting the top of the tooth all the way through the gullet clean, because that's the goal. You're not wanting to hog off a lot of material. You just want to swipe that gullet good and clean, because if you have micro cracks, that's where they'll start, is deep in that gullet. And by you sweeping that gullet clean with your sharpener, that's eliminating the crack potential. So, what else here, Matthew? Not really a how-to video, that's a lot more in depth, but right now he's sharpening 55 thousandths turbo 7s, 158 inches long. Every one of them was a brand new blade, so this is their first sharpening. It don't get no easier because they're all set up exactly the same.
But this one's actually got a couple teeth that have been knocked off.
Yeah, he got one, somebody knocked a couple teeth off. We'll have to do it a couple times. But when you have a box that's all first cuttings or second cuttings, your setup is just minuscule. Now when somebody brings you a pack of 15 blades, and one of them it's first sharpening, and 2 or 3 of them it's 5th, and 3 or 4 it's 10th, you're all over the place. You're making an adjustment every blade as far as advancing or retarding where your cutter's going to come in, your grinder's going to come in and catch the blade itself. So we like to try to keep them in cycle if we can. This is all our 55,000 turbo 7s except for one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we got one new one left in the box. Now there's 10 more new ones down here and another 30 45s, but we're not, that's just extra inventory. The ones that we have open and we're running, we like to run till they're all done and then sharpen them all at the same time, so they'll all been sharpened once, so when they come back they'll all be sharpened twice. This makes running them a little easier. I mean, you can do it either way, but this is a lot easier. On these first cuts, I don't even run them through the setter because there's no need to. You're not taking off enough material to change the set. I'm not going to put it on that setter on the first cut unless it's hit a foreign object, hit a nail or something, and you know it's out of whack. Then I'm going to have to adjust it. Now these sitting in the floor, I have no idea how many times they've been run. Well, I probably have to set every one of them just because I don't know. But running the 250 is great. Running this 150 setter, whew, it's a workout because it's manual. I just couldn't justify the cost of going up to the electric one. If you're wanting to do a bunch of these, definitely get the electric one. I will tell you, they're not as precise as you think they should be. And it's not the machine's fault, it's the band. There's 3 teeth on a band. You got a straight one, you got a left, and you got a right. And the way you bend them is you bend them over center and they come back and they rest. Well, that works good on a new band, but after these bands have been run 6, 8, 10 times, they get some memory built into them. And when you bend that tooth out, it may not come back as much as it should. And it becomes an aggravation factor. I'll just be honest with you. The last of the Turbo 7s we had, the old ones, I finally just threw them away because we had sharpened them so many times. I could not get them to set consistently because the metal had been work hardened. At some point, even though you got metal left to sharpen, the band itself will get work hardened and it just won't hold the set right. So you will get aggravated with a setter. If you're a good sawyer and you're expecting it to be set perfectly, it will get on your nerve. Needless to say, this oil is not good for you. It's a high-grade oil. It don't hurt my hands. I can play in it all day. It's to me, it's almost like a baby oil. It don't seem to have any ill effects on your hands or your skin. But anytime you're turning that oil into an aerosol, you don't need to breathe it, guys. I got an exhaust fan on the outside of the building, and he's got it hooked up, and it's sucking all that aerated oil out, so we're not breathing it. Especially if you're going to do this for a living, get some kind of vacuum system to get that out of there so you're not breathing it. That's why they put it on there for a reason, guys. So, whew, give me just a minute, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, let's wrap this up real quick. Matthew brought up a good point. The blade he's sharpening had an impact and knocked a couple teeth off, just the tips. And if you sent that to a resharpener, they will throw it away. They wouldn't even waste their time sharpening it. They're going to put you another $20 blade in there, $25 blade, and on their merry way they'll go. But there wasn't nothing wrong with that blade that 2 passes around that sharpener won't fix. So if you're sharpening your own, and I've took some gnarly blades, got hit real hard, and run them 3 or 4 passes, got them back to a usable shape, and kept on using them. Now, if the tooth's missing, you can't fix that. But if you just, took the top off a couple of them, the way I normally look at it, if there's a section about this long, I'll fix it. If it gets to be about a 2 to 3 foot section and they're really gnarly, I just break it, throw it away. It ain't worth the trouble. But if it's just a little section, or if it hit here, hit there, but didn't go all the way around the blade, it's worth a couple extra passes on the sharpener and reuse it, because they're $20 a piece on sale. Normally they're $28, $30 a piece. So it's worth the effort. If you're doing your own, you can save a little money by lessening the damage of a nail strike, because they're going to happen. For you guys that never seen how to start a pack, and this is a thing, okay, I get a lot of blades in here because guys can't figure out how to get them back in the pack. Matthew's going to demonstrate how you start a fold and then add to it. It's a little aggravating by yourself, but you need the buckle he's got in his right hand. That's how you start a pack.
First one's easy.
Lay it on the floor. And this is how you go about adding your second one. That's all there is to it. Just rinse and repeat. These we won't put but 10 in the pack because they're 55s. Your 45,000s. 45,000s, you can get away with 15 in the pack. It'll fold up and hold 15. You can get more than that, but 15's a good number. I hope that helps. I don't like to fold bands that are sharp because getting that thing unfolded is a good way to cut your hands. I've seen guys that can do it. Most of you can't. I can't. Can't remember which way to hold my hands to unfold it safely. And I've seen guys that just throw it out there in the yard. Well,
that was a fresh sharpen.
That's just running a good sharp. So we pack them back up the way Wood Mizer sends them. And even the ones going to our shop, we pack them up like this, put a zip tie on them, put them on the wall, pull them off one at a time as we're ready to use them. Keeps everything organized. Now I got a 2x4 on the wall that when they come off, we can just hang them single. So they're neat for us to fold them up, just to haul them over here. Tractor's sitting right here. That's what it's for. Put them all on the forks, haul them all over here at one time. So for us, it's a little less inconvenient. But you can see these guys brought, instead of folding them up in a pack, they just rolled them. You know,
They were out mobile milling when they did it.
yeah, they were out mobile milling. They just rolled them up in a circle, and I'll probably flip them out in the yard to unfold them. Just to be honest with you, because I don't like unfolding them. I can fold them real good, just like anybody else. You learn how to do it, they'll fold right up. It's getting them unfolded that's gonna leave you with scars, and you gotta be careful. See my glasses? There's a scratch right across there. That's from a sharp Turbo 7 saw blade I was putting on the mill, and it jumped off and hit me right there. It can happen that quick, guys. Be careful. Anything else we're missing, Matthew? Like I say, not a lot here. I was trying to answer the question of whether or not you should own a sharpener or setter, and that's a personal question for you and your business. Where you're at, where you want to be.
You do get a building that's about twice this size.
Yeah, if you do, make sure you get a bigger building. Make sure your building's heated in the wintertime, because this oil will not flow below 35 degrees. It's just so thick. Luckily this morning it was 32, 35 degrees. It was cold, but not super cold. I have come over here before and had to run a heater for an hour just to get the oil hot enough to where it would start flowing. So if you got a heated space, that's always better.
Yep.
But
I still have the blade that I can break by hand.
oh,
This
well,
one's got a huge crack in it.
is it a crack or a shiner?
Oh, it's cracked. It goes all the way through. If you look on the underside, it's got a crack.
I think you're mistaken. Look at it again. He's visually inspecting our blades for cracks. That's part of sharpening. I forget to mention a lot is you need to inspect if it's already cracked down the gullet to where you can see it. It's done. As soon as you put it on the mill, put it under tension, that crack's gonna. Whoop. Yeah, I think that was just a scratch. So there's a lot to learn with blades, guys. It's another career. It's not something you're just gonna on a whim let your buddy do. You know, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to get good at it. And you know, Matthew and I are very proficient at it, but we don't let anybody else involved in the process. You know,
Very meticulous.
yeah, you have to have a meticulous eye, meticulous mind, and you got to be in the right frame of mind. You can't come down here with a slam bang attitude. It's the wrong day. Go do something else. Go mow some grass or something. But I hope that answers your questions. You got any questions we didn't cover, just drop them in the comment section below. We're here to try to help, guys. We're just normal people doing normal everyday things, working for a living, and enjoying being on YouTube. I thoroughly enjoy all the comments, people from around the world I get to communicate with, asking questions, commenting, and locals. I got a lot of locals that watch that, you know, come in as YouTube fans and become customers as well. So it can help your business that way. That's going to do it. As always, we appreciate you watching, guys. Thanks for everybody that helps us out. Matthew and Solomon doing our videos. Joe Main from Wood Mizer, can't say enough good things about him. If you need any kind of blades, sharpeners, setters, kiln, mills, equipment, help, give Joe a call. If he can't answer you, he's in the Wood Mizer line, and he can point you to the person that'll really help you the most, and it's a great asset. That's going to do it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.